I'm Julia, and I'm the mother, and I'm also a grandmother.
And I'm Jocelyn. I'm her oldest daughter and also a mommy.
We're going to talk about today something that I went through regarding pride and putting pride down, and the subject of hospitality. We were supposed to have some people come over to our home, and I was embarrassed about it because we had a couple of old couches, a love seat and a couch that my husband and I had gotten when we were early newlyweds, and although we were thrilled to have them, they didn't withstand the test of time and little people coming along like you and your sisters. And so the fronts of the couches were starting to look shredded and maybe snagged a little, corners of the cushions, and I was so embarrassed. But my heart was just, you need to be showing hospitality. So I finally bit my lip and put down the pride and said, okay, Lord, help me with this. And I got a needle and thread, and I sat in the living room floor and I sewed up everything I could to make things not look like they were falling apart as badly as they were. And although the couches didn't look supremely beautiful, at least they weren't as ragged as they were. And I'd put my heart into that. And also, you know, I think sometimes when we start to think about having people over, we think, oh, I have to do it Pinterest worthy, or I have to have everything like Sally does it, or like Barbara does it, and I have to have chargers and matching plates and the best silver. And you know what? If you don't got it, you don't got it yet. And those times are coming when you can. But in the meantime, if you have a bright smile and a loving heart and paper plates, you can serve dinner on paper plates and make it some of the best fellowship that ever was. And we had that happen over and over until we finally got new couches. Thank you, Jesus. And then we still had people over. But it makes such a big difference. What do you remember from then?
I remember being, I don't know, maybe 3 when people first started coming over for those dinners, people from the church. And it was always such a fun night of fellowship. And sometimes I got to participate a little bit. Other times I'd be with a babysitter in another room. But I just remember watching them. They would do like fun activities, and it could be telling what they're thankful for or sharing testimonies or things like that as well. And so that just, I mean, it ministered to me as a little person just to see all these adults putting the Lord first and walking in love with each other and smiling and laughing. It made a lasting impact.
You know, if the bathroom that they're going to use is very clean, and your kitchen counters are clean, and you vacuumed, and if your couch is falling apart, you stitched it up. If you've got at least that much, and you've got a smile on your face and love in your heart, you can have a great time. And it seems like most of the time, when people come over, once they sit down on that couch, they forget about whatever they're sitting on.
They don't really care what it looks like.
If they're having a good time. And so it's all about being pleasant and welcoming and kind.
That's right.
You know, in Matthew 10:42, it tells us that if you give even a cup of cold water in the name of the Lord, you know, then you've done something big for him. And you don't have to be fancy and own the finest there is or have everything perfectly matching. What's more important is that you did it from your heart.
That's right.
Hi friends, if today's story inspired or encouraged you, make sure to leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to know more about hospitality.